everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. Slips past him. Where'd he go? Giovanni Bernard. Nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Right side catch, Gilmore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Ellington now to return it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, And then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On second down, Johnson. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain on the play there, second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he nailed that one through despite kicking it into the teeth of the wind.
Well, let's play a little golf here, shall we? That's a low iron shot, almost like a stinger. And somehow he finds a way to get it through the wind and through the posts.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Dalton throwing on second down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing. Dalton going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another 1st down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the 1st quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So 1 quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 21-3 our score, a little lopsided early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go to Johnson again. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. 18 yards there and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third down now following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Start offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Andrew Hawkins has it complete. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is brought in by Pryor. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
False start offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking for someone to throw to. Great protection. And this is going to be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Quentin Dial. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They come out here in the eye.
380. Zebra. 10. 10. 8.
Time running out here on the play clock. So Dalton now to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance, it's amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over?
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And it brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Dalton sets up play action. Surveying the field. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. This Bengal defense now making their way back out onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit him.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And now it's second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. 3-19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Can't find anyone open. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Andrew Hawkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dalton throwing on second down. And the grab by Croft. And he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here's Mettenberger. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Room here to run. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Finding time. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet inbounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And it is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon.
Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Mettenberger. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Here's Ellington. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll send a big tight end in motion right. toss play to Bernard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come out here in the I. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing's better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3 and out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3 and outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontaze Burfict from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there, but you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run, when to get rid of the football, not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. O'Brien Schofield in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you had periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's Mettenberger. He's going to go for a bit. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. The completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitch it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Back to throw again. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And he's able to find Hawkins. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Browns defense getting ready. Now Mettenberger, and with this deficit, let's be honest. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Mettenberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with a career-high 4 let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now back to throw. Smith catches left side. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it second down. So yet again here this week, he is struggling, and I know sometimes I've looked out here, they've devoted 2 guys to him. Whatever the case, they can't seem to get him in a rhythm here.
And ordinarily, when your big-time guys had a tough game the week before, you script some stuff into your offense to try and get him going the next week. It hasn't worked so far. I think your observation is spot on. The double coverage, the extra guys devoted to him have held him down.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Torrey Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go, here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.